Deadpool and Wolverine is out, and to celebrate the release, I've made a custom LEGO set 76299, The Void Battle. This set has 1,000 pieces and 2 minifigs and is based off Deadpool and Wolverine's fight in front of the very 20th Century Fox logo in the Void. For those of you who might be a little bit confused on what exactly this scene is based off, here are some images from earlier in the year, from the paparazzi pictures and some trailer footage of the exact scene I made. Now it's time to take a close look at the minifigures, and for those of you who came from my Instagram, I know that's why you're here, so I hope you enjoy Deadpool. You can tell he has a lot of detail, dual molded arms, leg printing, hip printing, feet printing, all of which was a really big pain to do, but I think it worked out in the end because it looks really, really cool. He also comes with his 2 katanas, of course, and his 2 dual pistols, which I've colored in pearl gold because later in the movie he gets them in pearl gold, and if you know, you know. It's really funny how he gets them, but I decided to add them because while they're not accurate to the actual scene that I've made, that way this figure can actually function as a Deadpool for the whole film and not just the one sequence I made. Next up, we had the man, the myth, the legend, and a fellow Australian, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Just like Deadpool, he has a lot of detail, that being dual molded arms, dual molded legs, leg printing, arm printing. Again, a massive pain to do, but it paid off in the end. He also comes with a couple of accessories, those being his iconic 2 claws and some shoulder pads. You may notice that I've opted for the more pointy looking shoulder pads just because I feel like that adds to the comic booky look while not really subtracting from the realism. And currently the face that is on screen is a more angry, shouting Wolverine face, and I'm really happy with how it looks. And he also has an alternate face, which is a tiny bit more grumpy, bit more basic, bit more flat, and that is the kind of more stern Wolverine look. And now without further ado, here is a closer look at the set itself. Obviously I've taken some very heavy inspiration from the LEGO Star Wars diorama series, featuring that little black border around the build, plus a little quote and the title of the film. Many of you may notice that the quote does have profanity, and LEGO is not likely going to print something with the F word in it, but I have kind of tried to censor it a little bit, and maybe that makes it appear more family friendly. I don't know, but there really wasn't another quote that I wanted to put in, so I'm glad I included this one. Some people might also notice that that font is actually the comic book speech font that is used in just comics universally, so I thought that'd be a neat little Easter egg. Apart from that, there's not too much else to talk about. The build is pretty self-explanatory, the most complicated part being the logo, and that honestly just uses some pretty basic connections, all attached using some ball joints to get that desired angle. But now, I thought it'd be cool to show you guys some scrap designs and earlier versions of this set. Here you'll notice that this is before I changed the angle of the 20th Century Fox logo and added the rocks, and I also had this kind of weird boxy hut place just because that was in the behind the scenes set pictures, but then I removed it after watching the trailer and noticed that it wasn't there. And here is possibly the earliest version of the box art, where this is just a screenshot from Mechabricks, the app that I use to design the sets. And you can see I've kind of leaned more toward the Star Wars style, not even adding like the brick box art at the bottom. I think I was going to add that later. But yeah, you can see why I changed it from that. And finally, here are all the main box art iterations. And shout out to Forstad for helping suggest a lot of the big changes that you notice in these box arts. And I could not have achieved the final look without his suggestions. So thank you, Forstad. I really appreciate that. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please comment down below if you have any future ideas for other sets or any other kinds of videos you'd like to see. I'd love to hear your suggestions as I'm just starting the channel. And please subscribe if you can, because that really does help me and will help me monetize the channel and be able to create better content for you guys. So thank you guys so much for your support, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.